Hey everyone, and welcome back or welcome to the channel. Very quick video for you guys today. We'll be talking about the auto tariffs and how they're going to affect the VB generation WRX, not only on the brand new side, but also for used cars as well, because if you're like me, you're looking at the resale value and it's going up. And actually, we're at this time of year where prices would be going up for the spring buying season, since this car is a sporty sedan. However, if you're someone who's looking at buying a used WRX, right now today could be the last time you can buy one of these under $30,000. And for those of you looking at purchasing a brand new WRX, you're probably going to be spending close to 40 grand, if not more, because of those tariff issues, and also possibly car shortages for this generation WRX. Let's dive into this topic right now. Not only is it spring, which means car prices tend to increase this time of year for a sports sedan or a sports coupe due to demand and the warmer weather, but now you have the auto tariffs, which some might think, well, that shouldn't really affect my WRX or cars I'm looking at buying because, well, that's going to be a new car problem. Why should I worry about that? Well, since the WRX is not made in America and produced in Japan, Subaru could just say, all right, we're not going to deliver anymore. We're not going to ship them over, not going to be dealing with the price hikes. We're just going to call it quits on the car and hold out and wait and see what happens a few months from now. What does that do? That now drives demand over to the used side. We saw this in 2021 and 22. This is going to happen all over again in 2025. Now, with the new WRX, there are a few 25s in circulation. Most of them I see are premiums, although you can't go with limiteds, but you're spending close to $40,000, if not more. That is very expensive, whereas a used WRX comes in under $30,000. And a lot of buyers right now, at least for up here in New England, I have not noticed many people modifying these, tuning these, so you're going to have a clean example if you're looking at buying one right now. However, those days of finding one under $30,000 are very limited because we really don't know what's going to happen over the next few weeks and months. Thankfully, Car Gurus gives us a price trend tracker where we can track every single car and their resale value. And I've been taking a look at the WRX very intently over the last few weeks. And I've noticed that, one, even before the auto tariffs, that the WRX's resale value and its depreciation kind of stopped and it flatlined for a few weeks. And now it's starting to increase. And I'm noticing now that it's increasing rather precipitously. So through Car Gurus, we have noticed that for the 22 to 24 model years, they are now up between 1 and 2%. Interestingly enough, the 23 WRX is only up 1%, whereas the 24 and 22s are up over 2%. And I think it's mostly because the 23s were on their way down to their lowest for depreciation, and they didn't get there, and you're right around $28,000 for these cars, but who knows, over the next 30, 60, or 90 days, we could see these prices increase very rapidly past $30,000. Now the question is, why should you buy right now for a WRX? Why is it imperative you do so? Well, take a look at the rivals that the WRX has, whether it's the Honda Civic Si, Hyundai Elantra N, maybe even the Honda Civic Type R and GR Corolla. All these cars are going up and they're rarer to find. The issues that we had when we bought these cars brand new in 22 to 24 are going to be the same issues that a lot of you are going to be experiencing on the used end. With the WRX, is one of the last cars with a manual transmission and a nice turbo that comes in under $30,000. So demand is going to increase on these very quickly. Unlike previous generation WRXs, with the VB, you don't really need to worry about reliability. That's not an issue right now. And okay, the car's only been out for about 3 years here, so long-term reliability hasn't been measured. But the 2.4 has been pretty good here, even with people tuning them, pushing over 400 horsepower. Also, like I said before, when you're looking at buying a used one, most of them are still under factory warranty, but two, they're not being touched, they're not being modified. Only the hardcore enthusiasts are touching these, tuning them, putting exhaust on, and also a rear spoiler. So you're going to find very clean examples for this generation. And that is going to be a plus for a lot of you looking at buying these right now. Looking out into the near and not so distant future, having experienced this before from 2020 to 2023, watching it play out in real time, if you're someone who has to have a VB generation WRX, whether new or used, the earlier you buy, the better. And more specifically on the used side, because you're going to get great deals currently, but those deals are going to be drying up. Now, like I said before, we have no idea what's going to happen over the next 30, 60, or 90 days. But if this prolongs, if this goes out 3 months, you might be looking at buying a 23 WRX or 22 WRX over $30,000. That is not out of the realm of possibility right now, because even currently you're looking at spending $28,000. A mere $2,000 increase is really not off the table, and in fact that would be pretty common in a situation like this. So keep all of this in mind. If you're someone who loves this car, you really want it, either buy now or wait until all of this clears up and you have inventory once again on the new side, and also demand dwindles a bit for the used side. But I am not an economist, I am not a financial expert, so don't take that as advice. I'm just basing this off of experience and what I have seen in the automotive industry. If you're looking at buying one of these, do it now, because who knows what's going to happen over the next few weeks or months. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this very quick video. Apologies, this is not a cinematic video or super in-depth, but I just wanted to get this out there because no one's talking about this. No one's talking about what used car prices are going to be like for the WRX. We haven't really found out anything for other Subarus in the lineup, so I really can't dive into that right now. I can only assume that the Forester is going to get expensive, but also all Subarus, because most of the engines are sourced from Japan. So that's all pure speculation, so I'm not going to dive into that today, but I just wanted to get this video out there because there's some major changes happening in the auto industry right now. So guys, once again, thanks so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you guys next time.